My name's Joe Whitworth, and this is my first, best and worst. Adidas orange, like bright orange F50s. Striker back in the day. I'd definitely say Plymouth at home. That was very, very good atmosphere. I'd also say when I played Brighton away, not the kind of the whole stadium, but like just like the away fans. Like the atmosphere that they brought to the game was incredible. So that was probably one as well. My roommate's Turnsy, and I think he's alright, to be fair. I think he's alright, but he does talk in his sleep, so that's not a great one. I've heard Josh ain't great, big itchy thing. Big loud snorer I've heard, but yeah. Turnsy's my one, so he's been alright, to be fair, over the past year and a half. Just the talking is what brings him down a level, I think. Well, we just played Peterborough, that wasn't great, I don't think. I'd say Peterborough, there's definitely a few. Some of the bigger stadiums, they're normally quite good. When you go to kind of the older ones like Port Vale, Peterborough, to be fair, our one's not great actually, but I actually don't mind it. Like, brings the real kind of, it's a real football game, and having the not great away change rooms kind of adds to that feeling. So I enjoy going to them type of stadiums. So yeah, probably one of them. Probably Crawley at home last year, where I went to throw the ball to the fullback. I think it was our fullback, I can't remember who was playing. I didn't see their striker because he was like behind whoever was playing centre back. And then at the last minute, as it was like here, I saw him and then I realised, oh my God, tried to catch it and then threw it and it hit. I think he hit our centre half and then went to their striker and he tapped it in. And I was like, oh my God, what have I just done? I think just because how big it is would be the Emirates. I didn't like when you watch from TV and stuff. It's obviously you know it's big, but I mean when you start actually getting on the pitch and stuff, you realise how big and how many people are actually in it. So yeah, probably the Emirates. I'd say I think I was late by kind of a couple minutes to a match day. It was like a pre-match, so you could meet at a hotel, and I was late by a couple minutes. But obviously the couple minutes is very big when on a match day, so I had to sing in front of the whole Palace squad. So that wasn't a great one.
What did you have to sing?
I think I went for Bob Marley that time, but I normally go for something else. I'm not sure why I went that rogue. But yeah, Bob Marley.
Went big.
Yeah. When I used to go watch Palace, I was like a season ticket holder from when I was young. And I'd probably say watching Joe Hart from the stands, or my first. I used to do ball boying obviously as well, and it like the difference between obviously in a stand and on the basically on pitch level is obviously huge. Or the first time seeing Haaland on the pitch. I just didn't realise how big he was, or how big anyone was, and how kind of physically them type of players are. So yeah, Joe Hart first, when I first watched him when I was younger, or like when I got up close and personal to Haaland probably. First hairdryer treatment. I haven't actually seen too many bad ones, to be fair. Obviously when Gary was the manager, you have his big kind of Scottish accent from the sideline, and you can hear quite a lot, especially on the pitch. So he used to go at Wee Man quite a lot, Jack Aitchison. I don't really know why, but I think the two angry Scotsmen going at each other. But yeah, probably them two. Recently I'd say Gary Caldwell for sure. He was amazing with me, obviously brought me in here. Can't thank him enough for that, and just kind of like how he was with me, with the support and kind of the the help that he gave me throughout the past season and a half would be him. But also I'd say Paddy McCarthy. He was my, what was he? He would have been my under-18 coach when I was a first-year scholar. And then when I was a second-year scholar, he was my under-23 coach. So I had 2 seasons in a row with him. Nearly won the league when we were 18s. And then had a really successful year with him with the 23s. And then he moved up to the first team. And when I made my debut, it was Patrick Vieira, and then the game after that, Paddy McCarthy took over. So he was basically my manager, 18s, 23s, and then first team as well. So I'd say him as well. Best moment would be Premier League debut for sure, but also kind of like just, I think as a footballer, when you put so much into stuff and then you kind of play in the big games, like when we played Plymouth and you win, I feel like the feeling of kind of all the work that you've put in for that game and kind of all the emotions that you build up, etc., and then winning, that was an amazing feeling. So yeah, one of them. Andy Oliver Bari. I think it was last season.
You're not the first to say that.
Yeah, I think last season. He had like 3 chances as well. So he'd say, big it up, this is me, like I'm going to do really well. Done it, was rubbish. Got asked to do it again, tried to do it again, was rubbish. And then he started singing on his like table at dinner to try and like make up for it. But yeah, Andy definitely. I think Darren Ambrose on a Palace shirt. Or maybe, I think it was Danny Gabidon for Palace on a yellow away shirt. It might have been one of them two, yeah.